you hiring?
I'm not hiring.
No?
Mm-mm. I'm not a hirer. Hire her.
I hardly even know her.
Well, this is your podcast.
Well,
you invited me as a guest.
I did.
And I'm honored and privileged to be on this podcast. I've listened to many of these.
Yeah. How do you feel, honestly?
Honestly, I think they're fantastic.
Really?
I think you guys have a great chemistry. And again, when I say I'm honored to be on it, I truly am honored to be on this podcast.
You are our first guest host.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Dave Russell.
Dave Russell is a man. He's a man of mystery.
He is a man of mystery.
He just pops in.
Now, I'm sure people are probably saying, who is this guy that is suddenly on the microphone? Because nobody knows me on your podcast. But
Probably not.
My name is Rich Creeger.
It's Rich Creeger, everybody.
And I, again, am honored to be here.
You say that now.
There we were, shoulder to shoulder, dressed head to toe in astronaut gear. Right when we were about to leave this earthly domain, we turned to each other and said, "Fuck it, let's do a podcast instead."
Hey, and welcome to We Could Have Been Astronauts. I'm Melissa Mann.
I'm Rich Creeger.
What?
What? Who am I? What am I doing here?
I know. Alex, well, it's kind of my fault. There was a little schedule conflict with my kickballing.
That's right, you're a kickballer.
And, so we kind of weren't going to record today, and then my kickballing got canceled. And then Alex has made other plans.
Oh.
Eat it, Alex Bishop.
You know, I saw you scampering through the building looking for anyone, to join this podcast, and I agreed to do it.
I came here first.
Did you come here first?
Well, yeah, it was between you and the janitor, and he was a little busy.
Yeah, he's real busy.
I left a mess for him somewhere.
Dusting the walls and
He does
seats.
that, man.
And he just walks around
But
here.
yet, my desk is always dusty.
I don't think he's ever been in here with a
Really?
vacuum. No. I can honestly say, and you've been in my office in this building.
I have.
If you go into my office, there are breadcrumbs or cracker crumbs or like an odd grape that has rolled down on the floor.
It's been there for weeks, really.
Well, I was going to say.
And your chair looks like hell.
My chair looks like
It
hell.
looks like someone has just shat in your chair for days. Like, that's what it looks like.
Well,
It looks like something you would find on Big Trash Night out on the curb, and you're just like, did someone just shit themselves for 20 years in this chair?
yeah, I feel like it's possible that my secret has just now been.
No, the worst is one day I had to sit in that chair, but I had to sit in it quick because we were having a meeting with a very important person, and I didn't want to let him see the shit chair. So I immediately was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" I didn't even shake his hand. I just sat. I just sat down to cover your shame.
The whole time you were sat, I remember this meeting, by the way. You've never mentioned that to me before, and to be honest with you, I'm so used to it. You want to hear something else that's kind of gross?
Yes.
Is these headphones. Remember when I used to wear gel in my hair all the time? I don't wear gel in my hair anymore, but I always had product in my hair. When I would have a set of headphones that I'd have for like a year, they would eventually pick up all the gel. So the insides of my headphones were crusted with LA Looks or
LA Looks?
I used LA Looks.
Wow.
More secrets.
I bet you wore some BK Nights too.
I'm disgusting. Now that I think about it, I'm kind of disgusting.
I kind of want to know how the chair got that way, but I don't because I've sat in it.
You have sat in it. Were you thinking about it the whole time you were sitting there? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, like I am sitting in the shit chair.
Is that what everybody calls it around here, the shit chair?
Well, I do if I do.
Wow. That's crazy.
Talk about some other shit.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this whole Kathy Griffin thing? This was like a big story. It blew up last week.
Right.
Is I think maybe been surpassed now by the London attack, but Kathy Griffin had a picture of her holding the severed bloody head of Donald Trump.
Right.
And people lost their shit over it.
They did. Where do I stand on it? I am very liberal, as you know. I'm not a very big fan of Kathy Griffin, not for political reasons.
She's just not that funny.
She's not funny to me. But I think that in the world of comedic value, She was trying to go too far.
She was shocking.
And she did. She went too far.
Do you think she did, though?
I just think it was kind of in poor taste.
It was definitely in poor taste.
I think that...
But this backlash of... I mean, she just got fired from CNN.
She's lost all her gigs. They've canceled all her shows. Yeah. She's lost that. She lost the CNN gig. She lost some other gig that she had where she was doing some voice work, which I don't think's wrong. Here's my problem. My problem with the right is that they attacked her to the point of where it's not even about what she did. It's they hate Kathy Griffin so much. They hate liberals so much. It's all about, man, the liberals' heads are going to explode when they hear that. It's all about this. There's no rational discussion. And I got to admit, I mean, it's the same thing from the left when it comes to the right. We are so intent on destroying each other that sometimes we don't just look at things rationally. We don't go, okay, look, she went way too far with that one.
Yeah.
Should she lose every job she ever had? No.
Well, I agree with you on that. I mean, it was stupid. It didn't make me clutch my pearls and go, oh, my God. I was just like, man, you're reaching.
I see a lot of hypocrisy with this, too, because I can't tell you how many times I saw pictures of Obama being hanged in effigy through the last 8 years.
Right. Well, and I'll tell you what, if she would have just done this and been strong about it and just been like, yeah, I did it. But now she's like morphing this into now she's a victim. And I don't like that.
That I don't like either.
Yeah, she's saying, basically she doesn't think she's going to have a career after this. And a lot of PR people.
She's not. It's going to be a while.
Think?
No, I don't think. I can't imagine a scenario where she makes a comeback from this.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're going to continue to destroy her. Now, she did bring up a reference during her press conference, which, by the way, for the record, I thought was just silly. Before it even happened, I thought to myself, how is this even going to play out? What is she going to come up with here? Mm-hmm. So she accused the Trump family of bullying her, which I think to a certain respect is true because I've never seen a sitting president go after a comedian before.
We've never seen a sitting president going after any celebrity.
Well, we've never seen what's playing out.
She's not the only one.
Yeah, this whole thing is crazy. But she did bring up a reference point. There is a band called Gwar. Are you familiar with them?
I love Gwar.
Well, Gwar.
I've seen Gwar.
Well, Gwar is out of Richmond, Virginia. And one of the things that they do is behead presidents in their stage show. They've been doing it for years. It's a form of entertainment and expression. And not once has anyone ever said, and they beheaded all kinds of presidents. No one has ever gone and said, Gwar should be shut down. And they went after Kathy Griffin. I think they're taking way too much delight in seeing the failure of Kathy Griffin. Yes.
Right. I think we're both in agreement. I think it's ridiculous. Do I think she should lose her job? Nah, I mean, no. It really, there's more important things going on right now to be outraged about. And I don't think this is one of them.
No, I think you're right.
But also to follow up talking about comedians doing some stupid shit.
Is this Bill Maher?
Bill Maher dropped the N-bomb on his show, on his HBO show. I watched it last night. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Come on.
Well, I don't like that word. Living in the South, I heard it said openly in places, and it shocked me. Being a Northerner, I was like, wow, that guy just said the N-word in public. That is crazy. It's still very caustic to me when I hear it. So Bill Maher, I like him for the most part. I don't agree with everything he says, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And it made me lose a little respect for him.
Even in the context in which it was said?
It was kind of funny. I'm not going. Yeah, I mean, I saw what he was going for.
Right. He was asked a question about coming and working in the fields of Nebraska, making a reference point to that Republican senator saying that he was, just inferring that somehow he would come work in the fields, and that's why he said it.
He is not a house N-word.
Right. And, he doesn't have the right to say it because he's a white guy. Just like I don't have the right to say it, and use it as a reference point for me.
Do you think anyone has the right to say it?
Black people can make their own decisions about whether they want to use it because they use it in a lot of different forms. They use it in their music. They use it as a form of expression. They use it in their comedy acts. Whatever they want to do. But as a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy,
yes,
I don't have
you privileged motherfucker.
I don't have the card to carry it with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so far I haven't seen much blowback, and HBO has no, they're saying they're not going to yank them from the airwaves.
I will tell you this, as recently as 10 minutes ago, I went to the Huffington Post where it is the head story, the lead story, is where they are once again going after Bill Maher. Yeah.
Didn't he get fired for a comment after 9/11 as well?
He did.
On his other show?
What he said after the 9/11 thing was that they
weren't cowards?
They weren't cowards because they at least came and delivered the bombs as opposed to the United States, which sits off the shores of places and fires missiles into it.
Right.
I believe, if my memory serves me correct.
It was something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so he got canned, but that was
that was on
ABC,
a network show. But they're saying with HBO, they don't run advertising, so it kind of makes it a different scenario.
Well, the reason that the headline is Senator Al Franken has canceled his appearance this week.
Really, Franken did?
Al Franken, yes, he's a friend. He says he's a friend of Bill Maher's, but he doesn't think that it's right for him to come on the show.
Wow.
I get it.
If Stuart Smalley won't go to your show,
yeah, exactly.
You got some problems.
Well, Bill Maher has apologized, and
he did right away. Though he said that was a joke.
So did Kathy Griffin.
Not right away. I mean,
she
literally
did by that night.
But this was during the interview. He said he said the word, and then it's like, dude, that was a joke.
Right.
So.
Yeah, again, I mean, it depends on who you walk. Now, I read a lot of comments. I go to the comments section.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah, well, I like to see what people are saying about it, kind of get a feel for it. And I noticed that it seems to be most people are saying, especially black people, are saying that they did not have a problem with it. And if there was one voice that's been very strong for the black community coming from a white guy, Bill Maher's got a great history of, sticking up for, underprivileged and poor. And I hate to throw all those together with the black people, but in some scenarios, in a lot of cases, they are. And he's been a voice of positivity.
So, do you think he's going to get canned?
I don't know. It's up to HBO whether they're going to bow to the pressure. But again, I don't know. But I think I wish I could say with some sort of positivity it would go one way or the other just for this broadcast, but I can't. And here I am.
That's true.
I'm on your podcast.
Are you going to drop the N-word now?
No. I'm with you on that. I don't like I don't like it being used in conversation. It's not something that my mother was big on that. She used to say, I don't like that word, and I don't ever want to hear you use that word. And it's not right to hear other people use it either because it has negative connotations. Now, let me just say this in totality here.
Yes.
Is that I am honored to be on your podcast.
Are you?
I am. I think that Bill Maher will get through this.
Yes.
I don't think Kathy Griffin's going to get through it.
No?
No, I don't. Because...
I think she's not a likable person.
She's not.
I think that's the biggest thing going against her is that people... She's not.
She spent her entire career, she's made a career out of criticizing people and bringing them down. And I think people are seeing her get her just desserts in their mind's eye.
Yeah.
Well, Bill Maher hasn't always been, he doesn't build his career around taking people down.
Right. I mean, I'd totally go to Build-A-Bear with him.